Trick or treat! Hello, I'm Frank Hannaway and welcome to Big Journey, Small Steps. While I'm trying to film this, I have a crazy dog down here who is finishing up the last of her rope toy, which previously was braided, but now is in 3 distinct pieces, and she's doing this with her head. Anyway, I'm sorry I can't get that on film, but I can barely get her calm. Anyway, which is exactly what I'm talking about tonight, because last week I think I drew the parallel between training my dog and training my mind. Well, I want to talk a little bit about how clever the mind is and how inventive it is at getting you off point and how much it doesn't want to be trained. So you may or may not realize that my spiritual practice is all about training my attention. So that I can really focus on one thing and stay there. And in meditation, that's what I do. I focus on the words of a passage. If my mind wanders, I bring it back. But I want to tell you just a few of the things that my mind does. And, from talking to other people, the same kind of things happen to them. One of the things that's always startled me, and I don't know how long I was into meditation before this would happen, I would have one single solitary pore begin to itch. She just threw that rope toy across the room. She's really... One single solitary cell would itch. Itch so bad, like one tiny little place. Now, you know that's not a real thing, because does that happen any other time? No, only when I'm sitting perfectly quiet trying to meditate will it happen. And I've learned just not to give into it, but the mind gets a little more clever sometimes, and there have been times I could just swear that I had a bug on me or something like that. Isn't that the most interesting thing? Or you will just... this feeling of peacefulness will come over you, and you'll lose all your sense of focus and concentration, and you're sort of like this, and then suddenly you realize, oh, time's ticking away, and that's not meditating. I'm just off in la la land. It's really interesting. So there's this passage, I'm going to share it with you really quickly, from the Dhammapada, which is sort of a compilation of the core beliefs and sayings of the Buddha. So in one place when he's talking about training the mind, the Buddha says, as a fish hooked and left on the sand thrashes about in agony, the mind, being trained in meditation, trembles all over, desperate to escape the hand of Mara, the tempter. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. It's a good time. I'm coming up on a year of video making, and over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking about how I started, all the things I've learned, the joys of doing this, and so forth and so on. But it's going to cover a wide variety of things that I've learned, that some of which you will not expect. So stay tuned. Thank you for spending this time with me. From the very bottom of my heart, I would like to wish you peace and joy.